So this is my progress report and I'm super happy. I'm super happy because I have made a LinkedIn post about my progress and how it has been doing, and I promised that I can do better. And I've been experimenting and experimenting, and you guessed it, experimenting again and again, and now I have done something I think amazing. And I'm so proud of it. I'm happy to share with you. So I would love to tell you all about it. So let's just jump right into it. The news. The news is that I have had a project about machine learning and how it can forecast blood glucose into the future. And I have been semi successful in the precision and the accuracy, but then there's a leap through, a breakthrough, and a leap that I made that made it very successful in both the precision and in the accuracy. So previously, I was testing models that would have required a lot of data, even from multiple people and from multiple days and weeks and perhaps months. But I figured I'm not gonna do that. I did the due diligence and I tested it with the models that would have required a lot of data, but I trained it on like small amounts of data. And guess what? What happened? Well, they weren't performing that well. They weren't performing that well, unfortunately, even though I was like crossing my fingers, like maybe this will work, maybe this will work. It did not work. That was a sure enough experiment that did not work as but it wasn't gonna work to begin with, right? Because the theory was to begin with that you need a lot of data, which I didn't have, and I don't think you should have. So my new theory is that I think there's a solution where you don't need a lot of data, blood glucose data and carbohydrates data and insulin data, and a little bit of heart rate data. I think you can make a solution that is personal to you, and that personalized solution is private to your own device, to your own experience, and it's a private experience for you because it's a personalized private model that forecasts the blood glucose for you if and when you have blood glucose issues. So right, there's the concept. So I go at it, I take a look at it, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my last shot. At this point, I'm like, okay, I tried this, I tried that, I tried this many times, did not work at all. And then something clicked, and that something produced an amazing result. I repeat it, with very little data and high accuracy, you can change the world. And I think it's it's happening. So this is why I'm making this video, to update you on the latest and greatest, because this is something I'm really proud of. So the latest and greatest is that I have achieved, on average, well, let me bring it back a little bit. I trained the model for 3 weeks. I put in like blood glucose and insulin and carbohydrate data and heartbeat data. And then I took this 3 weeks and like distilled it into a model that learned and trained itself on these 3 weeks worth of data. And oftentimes you believe that an experiment would bring results that are like good, but this experiment brought so good results. I was like super happy about it. So yeah, I was even shocked and amazed that it was this good. So the experiment that I did on myself, I'm type 1 diabetic. I have blood glucose challenges and issues. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it so good that I think I made a model that you will like as well. So this one is for you. So I made a model with the precision of 88%, 88% accuracy on the forecasts. These are 20-minute forecasts into the future, so that if you press a button after 20 minutes, that gives you a correlation. So what do I mean by that? You press a button and you know the future in advance for the next 20 minutes because it gives you a forecast, right? And then after 20 minutes, you see if it matched or it was not matching. And 88% was on average the accuracy for it being a matching result. And guess what? That also interesting data showed that the average was 88%, but more than half of the results were matching above 90%. I'm just blown away by that. I'm just super happy about that. I think this is amazing. And so, like, I feel like this is it. This is what I should be focusing on now. And not only that, but this means more than half of the results are clinically accurate. You can make clinically accurate forecasts for somebody, but it's very hard to do. And I made something that is more than half of those forecasts, 20-minute forecasts, from this point to that point, makes a forecast, and it's more than half of it is clinically accurate, which is amazing. I'm looking for advancing and improving this way of methods, and yeah, I just like, this is it. I was almost gonna give up. And call it a day and say, hey, this is my last effort, but I don't think this is gonna work. And guess what? This effort was so good, it blew away all the expectations I had. And now I'm back to work again, working on this machine learning project as I should, as I will. And yeah, telling you all the good news about it. 90% accuracy for more than half. That is, more than half is clinically accurate. Whoa! That's right. That's right. That's so good, man. That's so good. All right. If you have any news, let me know. If you have any tips how to improve this, we can talk about it. So let's talk about it. Awesome. All right. Peace. Bye.